Hello, hello, hello. I'm home from Korea. I've been home a couple days, but I've been sick and recuperating from Korea. I was sick in Korea. I was sick before I went to Korea. Oh, the last day about killed me. And then the flight back with the layover is like 20 hours. The longest flight is 11 to 12 hours from Seattle to Seoul. Wow. That was. Oh, let me turn these. Hey, Scooter Mom, what's up? What's up? I have so much stuff. I'm trying to turn down my notifications. They're beeping all over the place. So, yeah, I can actually talk. Yeah, the last couple days I couldn't even talk. So let's turn everything down. Turn everything down. That should be better. Okay. So how you been? So I should have added an unboxing because I just unpacked all the stuff we bought and we got everybody we work with gifts. God, this chair keeps rolling. Ah, I know. That's the problem. I get so many. I'm trying to delete as many as I get so many that Cheryl's here. Cheryl's here. Awesome. What's up? Yeah. Oh, so that was a long because it you can't sleep. We tried. We were so exhausted. You're literally sitting up, going to sleep like this. And I had a neck pillow I didn't even unpack because it was just you couldn't use it. Tom could fall asleep, so we got like a couple hours here and there on the flight, but we were packed in like sardines. It was a nice plane though, because Alaskan Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines, they're nice. They're nice. So I wanted to buy. So these things, we right next door, literally attached to the hotel, was two different. We didn't even know there was two. It was like a supermarket next door. It had like fruit, stuff like that, and then the one next was a convenience store, which we didn't realize because they had sandwiches and stuff. We wish we would have known about. Because when we didn't go out to get a meal, we ate ramen. Anyway, the grocery store had these in a box. Oh my god! I just looked them up. I can get them on Amazon. They are amazing. I wanted to buy like 4 or 5 boxes of these. Oh my gosh! I guess Tom remembered them from when he was there a long time ago. But they're chocolate biscuits. So it's like just a little. Oh my gosh! I don't know why they're so good, but they're so good. You can't stop eating them. So I'm gonna put that away. I don't want chocolate on my teeth. What's funny is they had English on them in the grocery store, but you try to get them on Amazon, it's completely Korean on the package. I guess I want to be original. I don't know. So I flew all the way there. I don't know if you know, Cher, to see this concert. I guess this free concert, but that was a bust. I'm gonna write to Hybe, their company, because I'm very upset at the way they did it. They were so organized and anal about everything that they had all the blocks around it locked down. You couldn't go anywhere near it without a ticket. And I'm like, every other free concert that's ever been had, they had an overflow where just anybody could come in. They had this whole boulevard they could have opened up. And instead they had it all this fencing that you couldn't get near it. Now, Scooter, right after I went off, because my phone was dying, it either died or it was close to dying. We got lost again trying to get back to the hotel, and we actually did get literally right beside the stage. I was like, and they were trying to move people because everybody was stopping there. It was an intersection, and they're whistling. I don't know how they didn't get that on the Netflix thing. All the whistles from the cops because we were literally right there. We could see them at the stage. So I was like, I stood there for a minute, but I follow rules, so I kept moving. Yeah, I was close to dying. Yeah, so I am definitely not a professional live streamer. I got to tell you that. Because I couldn't believe I went there and my phone wasn't charged. Because the thing that kept messing us up, if you left the room, all the power went off because you had to put your card in the slot to turn on all the electricity. So if you were charging a phone, that went off. I was like, and we didn't figure that out right away. We did know the lights, so he figured out a piece of paper. He could stick a piece of paper in there. So we did that like after we figured that out, after my phone didn't charge. I was like, oh my gosh, how did it not charge? And I had a battery backup with me. Forgot the cord, the C-to-C charger for the battery backup to the phone. And I had a backpack with me. Tom was carrying it for me. I took my gimbal and everything, but I was just carrying my phone. Especially, I got some videos queued up that I haven't uploaded yet. Especially, I didn't want to be the rude American with my phone in people's faces. So I took really short little videos that I got to kind of put together. I haven't yet. Because I don't really want them to be shorts. Yeah, I got a couple of those. Just the neighborhood around our hotel was, I mean, Seoul's a big city. So it's a really quiet street. As soon as you walk a block or so down, bustling everything. You can find just about everything. Now, we did have to take, because I was really sick, I looked at all the pharmacies that I wanted to go to one that had a good rating, you know. You went across the world for a concert and couldn't attend it. Yes, share. And the reason I'm mad about that is they were trickling out information, and they announced the free concert to kick off their world tour. Their world tour is going to be a year long. I couldn't get tickets. So I used the ticket money for the plane tickets. I literally booked it the day they said they were going to have the concert. Then, like 3 days later, maybe longer, then they said, oh, it's going to be a lottery, and you have to go on their website and purchase something after they did the pre-order of their new album and sold 4 million pre-orders. Thank God I missed that, because that meant people had to reorder something twice, maybe, that they already had. So I did that, and it for a CD. Now, I have to say, you don't get just a CD. It's a big box. You get a photo book. You get all this stuff inside. So it's like around $30, maybe. It was $94 after shipping because it's coming from Korea. Something I could go to Target and buy, by the way. I think it'll be there. Not sure. Or Walmart. So, yeah, I am upset about that. And I assume because it was this big boulevard. So then they did the lottery. That was 20,000. So then they dropped 7,000 more seats. I tried to go on and get those. And because of the time difference, I missed it. And that was it. They put fencing around it. And I'm like, and it was a Netflix special. So I'm thinking that's maybe why they didn't want a bunch of problems. But they could have had an overflow down that boulevard. We wouldn't have been able to see them very well. But we could have said we could see the stage and the screens. They had screens. It was like Times Square. All these buildings had screens that I assume they had it on. I don't even know. And I'm like, but I was literally watching the concert on my phone on Netflix. They were I don't know if they've ever live streamed a concert before. This was supposedly a big deal. So I watched it on my phone while I'm walking around. You can go watch the video. And I'm just walking around trying to find a way to get close to it. And if you didn't have a ticket, you were screwed. But I'm not going to let it bum me out because it was still a great trip. The people there are nice. The food is good. Now, we didn't do any tours. We really didn't. We only took one taxi ride to this mall that was really awesome. I'm going to show you a couple videos of that. So we just kind of walked the neighborhoods, and we didn't do a lot. We're old and lazy, I guess. But next time, he wants to go back. I want to go to Japan. So we're going to come next year. I'm going to go get something. There's this book you can get on Amazon. It's some sort of savings, and it has the 100 savings. Okay. So you have 1 through 100, and you fill the slots with cash. When you fill the book, so like day 1 is $1, day 2 is $2, day 3 is $3, kind of like that. When you get done, it's like $5,000. So I have that, but I haven't been really doing it because of this trip. And so we're going to do that in next year. So I saw when we were in the airport or somewhere, I saw an ad from Seoul to Tokyo, like $150. I think it's round trip. So we could fly to Seoul. Then we want to go for 2 weeks next time. and fly over to Tokyo, do a few days there, and come back, or vice versa. I kind of want to do vice versa. I knew 2 words the whole time I was there, and it got us around. And it was Annyeonghaseyo, which is hello, and Kamsahamnida, which is thank you. That's all I knew. And it worked. Did I post the video of the dinner, the first dinner we had out, and the older lady came up to the window? She was so sweet. So this guy, they stand outside their restaurant and they try to get you to come in. And it's literally a food trailer that's probably 5 or 6 feet long, but they open that stuff up. They have a tent over it, and they've got a restaurant with these plastic seats. It's the way it is. Okay, I'll see if I can find it. She is so sweet. Oh my gosh. And he got us to come in. So I got to tell you the story. So the first time I used the translation app, I speak into it and it repeats it in Korean and in print. Okay. So I said, he was telling me about the beer that he was giving us, and I buy that beer here. I like it at the Asian store. It's called Terra. I think it's an Australian beer. He was saying it was Korean. Let me check. But it's big in Korea. I see it. If you watch a K-drama or something, it's on there. Is Terra beer from Korea or Australia? Oh my god, didn't listen. Yep, says it's Korean. I was wrong. Yep. I don't know if you can see it. It's green. Anyway, so I have this phone, I have the app, and I said, "Oh, hey Jay. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm back. I'm still alive. I have a lot of stories. A lot of stories. One bad story, and that was at the end, and I'm going on Alaskan Airlines, and I'm going to put my flight number and what happened. I had this stewardess, or they don't call them that anymore. What do they call flight attendant, who somebody shit in her Wheaties, and it was horrible. She made me bawl. I was bawling my eyes out. And it takes a lot for that to happen. My brother and his wife are backpacking in Ireland right now. Oh, cool. They live in Texas. Oh, about where do they area? You don't have to tell me the exact city. So anyway, let me tell this story. So I said, "Oh, I get Terra beer back home. I love it." And I went like this. And he goes, and I looked, it said terrible. Something about terrible. I have no idea what it said, but it said terrible. And I was like, "Oh no, 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 no." No. Oh my gosh. And I redid it. I learned to check it before I showed it. After that. I was like, "Oh my gosh." Oh, oh my goodness. So I was like, that was the first time I used the translator app. Oh, oh, it was horrible. I was like, the first time, and they were so nice. So he got us to come in, and they put their menu outside, which is nice. I showed him what I wanted. I said, "No spice," because I can't do spice. He goes, "Low spice." I said, "Yes, low spice." Low spice for me. Tom doesn't care. So they grilled up some meat and stuff. It was really good, and vegetables and stuff. It was really good. Um, and then his mom is the one that's cooking, and it was so sweet. And he's an older gentleman. I mean, but man, they're ageless, and I suck at ages. I'm in my Google Photos. Let me see if I can. Oh, you know what? That's gonna be on my Amazon, or not Amazon, my YouTube, because I think I filmed that right up to YouTube. So let me go there and see if I can share it. I have to show you this. Miss Kim in Korea. Oh no, that's the long one. No. Oh, it might have ended up a short. Let me check. No. All right, let me go back to my Google Photos. Am I in the right one? No. I have like 3 Google accounts that I have to go through. We want photos. Well, then which video was that? Hold on. Because, I missed a whole bunch of videos. Holy crap. I was only looking at one day. I am so dumb. Oh my gosh, there's all these videos I've completely forgot about. Okay, so Friday, it was Friday, March 20th. Let me find the one. She was being, see, right here. I'm just gonna, okay, they go backwards. So this is where, all right. Okay. And I didn't get the You're Terrible thing on there because I was using the same phone that I filmed. So I ended up filming a lot of short videos because I just didn't want to be in. Okay, Google Photos. Here we go. Let's make me small. How do we do that? Nope. Oh, not that. Oh, there's more. Okay. Oh, there we go. I want that. There we go. All right. So this is after we came in and we got our food. So
I don't know if you're going to be able to do that.
why? What is it? And that's the restaurant.
Typical gas station.
Find it. Okay. There's yours. So that was the whole restaurant. You can see where the middle part is the trailer, and they're all down the street, and they just close them all up. Some of them leave, but some of them are still there. And even the restaurants, the real brick and mortar restaurants, they all have the same clear plastic tent. At night it comes out so they can extend their restaurant. It's really wild. It's like being in a street market all the time. Now, there was a night market I really wanted to go to, but by the time we thought about doing it and trying to find it, even though it was a night market, there was only one that went all night long. Oh, and there's no limit on when they sell beer either. All right, let me find the other video. All right, can you guys still see? I'm doing short. They're gonna end up being all shorts.
Yeah.
Now I can post it. Why is my video black? That's weird. Okay, let me try something else. All right, let's go back. There we go. I'm doing short. They're gonna end up being all shorts. I don't think I knew I was filming. Oh, it's my screen is black. I didn't realize I was filming. That's what that is. Okay, that's weird. Oh, okay. So this might have her in it. Oh, and the reason you see a lot of trash is this is like midnight, and they're still open, and the trash trucks are running. Right, we saw them. The trash trucks are running. And then they separate their recycle. We saw the recycling truck go by, so that's why you see piles of trash, because it's trash pickup. It's not like that all the time. Anyway, so I turned around and I didn't know she was in the window. See all the tents? Those are all. So we rounded a corner. Our hotel was on this really quiet street, and we thought after midnight we couldn't get any food, and we turned the corner and found all of this right around the corner. Here. Just keep it right there. Go slow. And then we were just walking, and he came around and said, "Hey, come eat here," and we did. It was really good. I had stir-fried pork, and he had chicken skewers. They were so good. And this is what they have tents at night. It's really cool. Good now?
Let's see. I think this is the name.
Probably. Yeah, there's the guy right there. It probably is. There she is. Get some down the street there. Get some down the street. I didn't know she was there. She cooked for us. It was really good.
Yes, it was really good food.
She gave us the hearts. And then there's more down there. We're going to come down here in the morning because there's like 5 streets. There's like 5 streets of like food trucks and shops and stuff were in like a market district, and literally it was right around the corner. Hello.
Hello.
Of our hotel, and we had no idea.
Annyeonghaseyo.
Say it again.
Annyeonghaseyo.
All right. Oh. So, oh my gosh. So this, if you don't know, is hearts. It's small hearts. I know. Yeah. Some people in Japan, they really don't like YouTubers. But a lot of people, they don't mind as long as you're not being a rude butthead. You know what I mean? So that was that one, and then these are just us short videos of us walking around. And then let's see, this was a shrine that was right around the corner that we went in. No, we didn't go in that one. We went in a different one. I'm gonna upload all these videos. Then there was a mall that we went to. That was, oh my God, so big. This is all the mall right here. This is the mall. They had routes 1 through 10 because it was so big. And that's one floor. I was like, we kept getting lost. We were trying to find. Tom ended up buying a new pair of Crocs at the Crocs store, which was really nice. Because I looked them up. They were about $5 cheaper there. And he got a style that he never, because the Crocs he bought, I think when he was in Iraq in 2010. And he said literally the soles have worn off. So he needed a new pair. And they have these new ones that have these really big. So that was pretty cool. So let me go. I know this is like, that was like totally ridiculous. Now you have to see. So we went to Korea and we got Italian food. You can see that. He got pizza. I got meatballs. Oh my gosh. This is cool. So the last morning we were there, we finally got a traditional like big Korean meal, and we didn't even know it. We were walking around. We just finally got tired of being hungry and went in. The guy literally cooked the meat for us. We picked our meat and then, did all the Korean sides. It was amazing. So that was our last meal. And it's just sitting there for no apparent reason. See, I thought we were going to cook ourselves. And some you do. But I guess he wanted to do it. So that's fine. However they worked that. Come on now. I was having this problem earlier. Come on. So anyway, I have a few things to unbox here. I don't even know what's in what. So let's do that while we're waiting on this stupid video. I don't know what. Oh, no, don't leave. No. Almost left StreamYard. Let's see. We hiked the last day looking for our souvenirs, and Tom really wanted this brass dragon. He wanted one for Tommy and one for our son Chris. I don't know what. Oh, these are the boxes. Oh, okay. So our granddaughter Amelia or Annabelle and our daughter Devin. Okay, that's not working either. I'm gonna stop sharing. All right, I'm back. We got them these pretty boxes. They're different. One has this on it. I think the other one's butterflies. So we got these for them. So that's what I gotta put that back right. So that's what I want. I was trying to figure out what these boxes were, and I was like, oh well, duh. I forgot about these because we spent so much time in this one store and getting magnets. We got like 20 because everybody I work with, everybody he works with, but the price, honestly, the prices there were not bad. And this one lady, the lady that, and by the way, I got wheelchair help, and I know everybody's like, well, you work and you walk. When I get stressed, my fibro wigs the heck out. And it was wigging the heck out. I mean, my knees give out. I was shaking. It was ridiculous. So, and I can at work, I can do a route and come back and sit down when I want. Some of these airports, I feel like it was mild. So, and they pack everything really nice for you when you buy something because they know you're traveling. This, I don't even know what this is. So this is gonna be Christmas because I don't know what is what. So, I didn't want any of the traditionals like the fans that everybody gets. I'm like, we have a lot. His mom collected Asian stuff. Oh, these are the ducks. So he got a buddy of his because he has a Jeep, and I guess it's a Jeep thing where you buy ducks and you put them on your dash. So, and they sell them in pairs. Everywhere we went, wood, jade, whatever they were in pairs. It's got something to do with a couple. They're a couple. So there's actually, they're together. So we got these carved ducks that are really nice. They're really cute. So we have that. So put that back in there. And this way I'll know where stuff is too. So there's that. Alright, what else? This feels like magnets. So I'm not joking that we got like 20 magnets, I think we ended up, because we had to get masculine stuff too. I know, and there's two. I wanted the jade ducks, but I couldn't remember what it was. They're really nice magnets. We didn't get these chintzy little weird magnets. We got these are metal. So those are the same. And so these are like really nice. That's all that was in there. Okay, cool. And let's see. I think the rest is nope, there's something else. Oh, so this is what we're gonna give them out in. So it's a big deal in Korea that they give money for like every holiday, New Year, especially like New Year's, birthdays, and so they sell these beautiful handmade hand paper envelopes to put money in. And we got different kinds, like, and some pink ones for the girls. We only had like 5 girls. They're all men. We got the girls. Oh, here's some more. We got the girls in I wanted one too because I collect. Oh, where's my? Oh, they're hiding. I collect bookmarks. I have a cup full of bookmarks up here. So I wanted a bookmark. I got me one too. Let's see. These are a lot of the metal. They're all metal. I think all the ones we got, they're all metal, and they're all just really, really cute. Now, those are the men ones, and there's a lot of men. The girls, like this one, it's like the whole city. Now, the girls, though, got these. And if you can't tell, they're 3D. They're layered inside. Let's see if we can. So it's probably hard to see on camera, but they're 3D. It's really pretty. One of these is mine. I think this is ours with the cranes. So you got cranes. And then some more architecture, like, stuff. Those are really pretty. So that's what's in there. So we're keeping one of those because they're really pretty. We're collecting magnets too for like when we start traveling in the RV. Let's see what else we got. I have a tiger in here too. This must be the other box. I kind of wish I collect boxes. Tom, every time he went somewhere, he would get me a box. I kind of wish I would have got one now. Next trip. Instead I got this tiger that I really like. In this guy's shop that we saw. He was the first shop that we saw from the hotel, but we didn't get our souvenirs until the last day because we want to make sure. Thanks, Scooter. Yeah, it's late. I know it's late. Oh, I think this is my tiger. Oh no. This is Chris's dragon. I know he's not watching. He never watches my channel. So this is Chris's dragon. He likes dragons. We got him. He has a dragon beanie baby from when he was a kid. So that's his. I'll have to redo these later. Oh wow! I didn't know we had this much stuff. To be honest, I did not know. This must okay. So, well, then we got Tommy another. So this might be Tommy's dragon. That Tom wanted this other thing that we saw, but we walked in circles that last day. I was exhausted and sick. This is my tiger. This is mine. This is mine. This is my tiger. See my tiger? Beautiful. And I didn't know it had a latch. It opens somehow. Okay, I can't get it open. It opens. I know. It is pretty. I really like it. Pretty I thought the prices were so I was telling you the lady pushing me in Korea said, he goes, well, what words should we know? She goes, deseo. I may be saying this wrong because I can't remember. And we go, what's that mean? She goes, expensive. And then she goes, something like el deseo. She added a word. I don't remember what it was. She goes, too expensive. So they haggle. I'm just not a haggler. I cannot get this open. It opened right up in the store. Oh my goodness. And you can't even see the hinge. You can't even tell that it opens. I said I can hide my expensive ring in there. You can't really I cannot get this open. Holy moly. I know I'm not holding my tongue right or something. I can't get it open. All right. I'm not getting that open. It's not got very much space. What's this? I don't know what this is either. This is mine. I collect wind chimes. I have a bunch on my porch. So I had to have a wind chime. And I had to packet more stuff. So this is going to go right next to our door. So let's see if I can. Oh, that's rope. That's not going to last long. I think I'm going to replace that with something. I have so it goes like this. So you can let somebody know you're at the door. And I went ahead and I got the dragon. Oh my, that's loud. Stop. You can see this is metal too. It's metal. It's really nice. I know everything we bought. Mostly, this might have been, so I knew 20,000 won was about $13. I think this was like 28, and so was the dragon. So it could have been more. It wasn't more than $20. I just thought, the prices were pretty good. So that's mine. That can stay out. Let's see what's in here. And now. Let's see. Tom goes, you can stash your weed in your tiger. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is Tommy's dragon. It's blue and has a pearl. So that's Tommy's dragon. Because they're about to move. So Devin is back with her ex. Things are going well this time. Oh, that's all I have to say. So when her lease is up in September, they're going to move in. They're looking at duplexes and houses because they can afford it together. And so they want a 3-bedroom so that Annabelle, I know. But things have happened. His brother got killed in a car accident. She wasn't telling. When they were co-parenting, they weren't talking. They switched kids. They talked about her. That was it for like a year. Well, when the brother thing happened, she was trying to help him because his mother was inconsolable. And he lives with his mom and her husband. And then she started telling him that the reason she's been going to all these appointments because she has, she might have cancer. They did a biopsy, and they canceled her procedure to remove the tumor. She has the HPV cervical cancer going on. I can't remember. I think we're still trying to find out. Anyway. So he finally, he said, "I'm sorry for the way I acted," because he was horrible. So I don't know. Maybe he grew up. We'll see. Jury's out. Oh, so these are the other metal ones that look exactly like. A couple different. Like, I thought these were pretty cool magnets. So okay, so that's more magnets. Our whole carry-on was just all of this stuff mostly. Is that everything? That was everything. So this was the first magnet I bought at the first guy, and we were gonna go there if we couldn't find any more. I really like the metal ones better. I just think they're hey Cosmo, I think they're just a lot better. So this is just kind of an extra one that I have. We bought extra. Oh, because we also got the neighbor's one. So my across the street neighbor, she's the one that took care of the dogs. So we have the doggy door, and we literally blocked the kitchen because it goes my bedroom, laundry room, kitchen. And we allowed them in the bedroom and our bathroom and to get through the laundry room. So we took an old door and just all kinds of stuff and we blocked them in. We didn't want the whole house to be dirty. We got home and we were very, very surprised that it wasn't that dirty from them running in and out. So just got back from Korea a couple days ago and I'm just showing all my doodads that I got. So we got the neighbors something too, especially her. And what she did is we put the bowls out by the fence and she would feed them over the fence because she's okay with Daisy now. But Daisy tries to jump on her. And we told her to put your hand out and tell her no. But she doesn't want to come in the fence if possible. Well, they wouldn't come out for breakfast. She's like, she can't just leave it because then Daisy will come out and eat all 3 bowls. She has to feed them when they're all there. So she did come in and went over by the doggy door out there and she's like, "Hello, do you want breakfast?" Yeah, I remember. You've been in my live streams before. I remember. I'm trying to remember where you're from. I probably forgot, but that's because of my fiber brain. It's not because I don't care. But I have a problem with retaining information. So, but let's see. I was gonna go through. Oh, I can show you this video. Let's see if it's gonna play. It is. All right, so this is after he cooked the meat for us. This is a traditional Korean. They just started bringing dishes. I was like, and I wasn't that hungry. Okay, share. Dale, thanks. I appreciate that. Let's see how share. Google share. So this is while we're eating. So he actually took it for us right there. And they cook it
And you
right
eat it in
the
the
table.
lettuce. This is so good. Okay.
Oh, it started over. So, oh my gosh, it was so good. And then this was we were done. And then you see the little exhaust thing over the stove. That was so cool. They all do that. So let's see. Oh, this was a shrine we went into, and they've got.
So because
I read
it's
the whole
old,
thing.
it
I'm
looks
not.
like they put a glass case around
It's
it.
so old. It's like from the 1400s.
Yes, okay.
So that was a shrine, and you'll be just walking down the city, and there's a shrine. I think that's the airport. So there's a couple long videos I'm gonna upload this one's pretty 20 minutes where we just walked all over the place. And then this is my new favorite coffee. Let's see if I don't think I can get it here. So, but now that I know the lay of the land, I want to go back, but I want to stay in a different part of the city. We were there because that's where we were literally 2 blocks from the concert. What was taking so long is trying to weave around all their barricades and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I have tissues right here. But oh my gosh, I've been so sick. So the end of my trip was horrible and so bad that another stewardess, flight attendant, came by, and I told her, I said, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. Hold on, I'm gonna mute for a second. And we're back. Okay. So, we're getting on the plane, and we're in the aisle seat and the middle seat, and there's a window seat. So we're all getting on. This my husband called him a tweaker. This guy was just all over the place. And I'm so sick and exhausted that I'm literally laying on his shoulder like this. And he drops something on the back of my head, and it was his sunglasses and everything. And I was just like, it hurt. He's like, I'm sorry, whatever. Okay, fine. And I was still staying there. Well, this flight attendant comes over, and I guess she was talking. I'm unaware of anything that's going on. Now, we know someone's going to come up and say, that's my seat. I need to sit down. No one to this point has said that. So she comes over and she's like, well, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? It was just sunglasses. I'm like, you know how somebody does it over and over again when they really don't care? And I was like, I really didn't say anything. I said, I don't care. And then she's like, she started going off on us again because that was he had gotten into the seat beside me. I know. We literally are just boarding, so it's not us. And I don't know if she thought I was pouting or whatever. No, I was exhausted, and I had a mask on, and I could barely talk. When I did talk to her, I was like this. I was worse than this. So you could tell I was sick. I didn't want to make a big deal about me being sick because I didn't want them to kick me off flight because I was sick. So I just, kind of didn't make a big deal about it. Well, he was in that seat, but he hadn't sat down. And they had some sort of, I think he was saying, that's my seat. Didn't tell us that. She starts berating me and us like we refused to let him sit there. And I'm like, so she's berating us in the middle of something that we weren't a part of. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, and we get up. He sits down. 2 minutes later, another person comes in and is like, that's my seat. It wasn't even his seat. He didn't have a window seat. He was trying to get a window seat. Do you know how he got out of that seat? We had to get up anyway to let the new person in. And we're in the process of doing that. He climbs over the seats in front of us and walks across the seats to go back to the seat he was originally in. And I'm like, so I let him in. And so I'm up and I said, ma'am, I said, you're talking to us like we refused to let him in. I said, we knew we were going to have to get up for that seat. I know, Scooter. I know. I said, I can be a Karen, and there's times where I deserve that kind of crap. This was not one of them. This is literally exactly what I said, probably in this tone of voice. I said, ma'am, you're talking to us like we refused to let him in his seat. I said, we knew we were going to have to get up. We were waiting for someone to tell us that was their seat. He never did. And she goes, well, is everything okay? Are you okay? Do we need to put you on another flight? Are you okay? I was like, I repeated it again, the exact same thing I said. I said, no one told us that was his seat. I didn't even realize that he had gotten up. I didn't even realize to even add, then it wasn't even his seat. So I sat down and I started bawling because she threatened to put us on another flight over this. And that was exactly everything that happened. You know how I am. I stick to the facts. I'm that way when I'm talking to people on the street. I stick to the facts in order, the way they happened. And that's what I did. And you could tell I'm sick. So I started bawling. I was exhausted. I was sick. And I got threatened to be put on another flight, a 12-hour flight. And again, she could tell I was sick. And so I don't know if she thought I was pouting about the glasses or what. I was exhausted. I was the whole time they were boarding because we're pre-board. We go on first. I was laying there like this. And so I'm bawling like this quietly. And Tom's just patting me. Well, another flight attendant comes up. And I told her, she goes, what's wrong? I said, she threatened to put us on another flight over nothing. I told her exactly what happened. I said, I didn't do anything wrong. I said, and I'm crying while I'm saying this. I'm bawling. And I'm like, and so this is the end of my trip. And this is what I remember most now. And so I'm going to go on with my flight number on the airline. And I'm going to put this in there because I don't know who pooped in her Wheaties, but she was a problem from the start. Then the nice lady, and I'm just like, she goes, well, we don't usually threaten you putting on another flight unless it's life or death or it's extreme. I go, exactly. I said, she went from 0 to 100 over nothing. I said, all I did was tell her that nobody told us that was his seat. So nobody had told us we needed to get up. And so she goes, well, do you want her to apologize? I go, and I got upset because I was upset. I said, no, I'm crying. I said, I don't want to talk to her ever again. No. Well, we didn't see her again. They must have moved her or she wasn't in our department. She was probably with first class. I don't know. That bitch, as we're about to get off the plane, comes up to apologize in the same tone she had talked to me before. And I just gave her this horrible, because now the flight's done. And I just gave her dirty fucking look as I could. And I said, whatever. I said, you threatened. She said, I'm sorry, miss. Blah, blah, blah. I go, you threatened to put me on another flight. I said, over what? And then it was just sunglasses. This morning, I can't remember. I was brushing my hair and ripped the scab off the back of my head where his glasses hit me. And there was a knot, too, by the way. And she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? It was just sunglasses. Well, there was some sharp-ass sunglasses, and they were heavy. I don't know what they was made of. And the guy was just a squirrely mess the whole time. And then the whole time, not even his seat. Then after she leaves, I watch, because I have my cane and our 2 carry-ons above us. Well, I've read that people try to steal your carry-ons when they're getting off. I know, Scooter. I know. It was ridiculous. I mean, I wasn't being rude. I was just trying to explain to her, and I was hoarse and trying to get it out. And I just explained. I said, ma'am, you're talking to us like we refused to let him in. I said, we knew somebody needs to get in that seat, and we were just waiting for someone to tell us to move, and he never did. And then she got us to move for him, and then watched him climb over the seats. And that was before I talked to her. So she knew it wasn't his seat. And watched that squirrely ass climb over seats. I'm just like, so yeah, I'm not letting this one go because she ruined my whole fucking trip. And I'm gonna put that in there too. I'm like, this is the only second vacation I've ever taken in my whole life. Because every time he got leave, we would go home on a road trip. And then after the second half of his career, we started doing staycations because it was tiring. So the only other vacation we ever took was 2013 to South Padre Island. We didn't even leave the state. The thing was, the part I don't understand is why she was berating me over the sunglasses. She watched him do it. We were right there at the wall. So she was stationed 2 rows in front of us. So she saw it happen. And I don't understand why she was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Well, it was only sunglasses. Are you okay? Do we need to do? I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what she did, Adam. And that's why I was crying, because I'm like, I'm already stressed. It's already a big deal for me. My fibro's wigging out. I'm sick. I'm tired. We'd spent the morning walking for like 2 hours trying to find all the stuff he wanted to pick up before we even packed. We paid a little extra to get a late checkout because our flight wasn't until 8:30 p.m. Checkout's 11 a.m. I didn't want to sit in the airport that long. So we got a 3 p.m. checkout, got to the airport about 4:30, and we was at our gate by 5:30, I think. No, we was at the airport by 4. And because we had to go through all the special stuff for the passports and stuff. So, but yeah, that's what she did. She was like, she was already at 100. I don't know if, they may have just got back from a flight and she had a problem there, but it was nowhere near what you see people posting online, of people losing their shit. It was not that. I was not losing my shit, but I wasn't going to let her talk to me over a misunderstanding. And I told her, I was just trying to tell her it was a misunderstanding. I said, look, we knew we were going to have to move. He hadn't told us, and she knows that. She knows he didn't tell us. She was there the whole time because she saw the glasses fall. She saw him behind the other seat. She saw him not tell us that was his seat. He told her. Did I say she? I don't know. He's like, that's my seat. He didn't tell us that. Well, I told the other lady who was really nice exactly what she did. I go, she went from 0 to 100 and threatened to put us on another flight because I was just explaining to her that nobody told us that was his seat. And it wasn't his seat. I think he was hoping he could get in there and maybe somebody wasn't assigned, but they said it was a full flight. Both times. It was a full, humongous flight. Anyway. There's always got to be something. I'm going to try not to I'm going to get it out on the airline. I'm going to do that probably after this. Other than that, everybody there was super nice. I only knew 2 Korean words. A lot of people spoke English, especially like at the hotel and stuff. Our housekeeper didn't understand English much, but she was super nice because we didn't need her. They were very small rooms. They're not like American rooms. Yes, I still have to work tomorrow. I only took last weekend off, and Tom took a week off, and then so we left his weekend, because his weekend is Tuesday night, Wednesday night. So we left on Wednesday and got back on Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday at 12:45 at night. So I'll be all right. I literally spent the whole time since we got back in bed, just trying to get well. This is the best I've sounded since I got on that flight. So things are getting a little bit better. So what made me upset was we went to the pharmacy and the first pharmacy, the guy spoke English. I said, I have a sore throat, I have swollen tonsils, and I have a sinus infection. He didn't give me any lozenges or throat spray. Now, here's the problem. Because they have literally pharmacies every 100 yards, they really do. They don't have pharmacy type things in the convenience store. So, like, we go to a convenience store and find, like, maybe cold medicine or just, over the counter stuff sometimes. It's very compartmentalized. So you have, so we had to give our bus passes away because we loaded them with like 20,000 won, which is like $13. We took one bus ride and we ended up, oh no, we went straight from there to the mall. So we took one bus ride and then we called a taxi. We're like, let's just call a taxi. I'm not taking these buses all the way across town. It was too confusing. I didn't want to get lost. Oh, and the way they drive, I thought I was going to see this little old lady in front of me face plant. So we only went about 5 blocks or so, but I just didn't want to walk it. So we get on the bus, and the front part, they've got the seats all folded up. It's standing only, which I don't understand. So we get on, the back is full, so we take the standing. Well, this lady, she's smart. Of course, she's smaller than me. She's Korean. She hadn't grabbed yet. He took off so hard that she went like this, and it was everything she could do to not fall. And I was like, I couldn't catch her. She was too far away. Well, and me too. Thank God. Tom grabbed me, and that's the way he stopped and started the whole time. I was like, wow. That's why we got the taxi. I was like, I can't do this for 45 minutes. It was clear across town. So anyway, it was lots of fun. I wish I would have filmed a little more or taken a few more pictures, but I think I got quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, and they'll tell you, I mean, they're very easy to find. They're constantly running. It was very easy to figure out. Here's another problem I had. Google over there is not the main thing. So Google Maps wasn't always necessarily 100% correct. But their like Google app is called Naver. Well, we're sitting in the airport and trying to log into it and make an account because the taxi service can run through there to get a taxi. It's everything you need. It said your account is locked due to suspicious activity and location. We were at the airport. We just got there. We needed Naver to get to our hotel. Then they told us, don't exchange your currency at the airport. Find a currency exchange. That was stupid because you get a better rate. It was probably not that much of a difference. And we could have done that. And here's the thing. We were looking at the bus place. We could have got a bus pass there. Didn't know it. So we had to find a 7-Eleven or something that day to get the bus pass. Then we had to find somewhere to exchange our currency for won. And we found a machine that did it. So we found a global ATM. We got cash. Then we went down to the currency exchange machine. And we're doing all this. It was like 11 o'clock at night. It was ridiculous. We did everything because we slept a lot that first day. We knew we weren't going to do a lot because, gosh, you got to recover from that. I'm shaking. But everybody was so nice. I mean, it was just, I was telling you, I was watching the overhead because there's a thing now where people will take your carry-on and just leave the plane with it. So I'm watching, and I don't know what was going on, but I watched this guy who I don't think was sitting in our area. I don't know where he came from. I'm just watching the overhead. And there's another dark blue, ours are green, like olive green, carry-on. He pulls it almost, and he's a big dude. He took it out with one hand. Took it out, and it looked like he was about to do it, and he looks around, and he puts it back, and takes off, and leaves the plane. So it wasn't like he thought it was his, and it wasn't, because he would have went for another bag in another spot. So I was like, so y'all be watching out for that stuff. Because the Koreans are all great. But you got to worry about the foreigners that are there. Because they literally have all their stuff outside, and it's a very high trust society. Oh, have a video I'm going to post. There was a boutique that was self-serve and self-pay. It was very small. It was the size of a closet. Had some clothes in it. I knew I couldn't buy clothes there. They're extra large. I might be able to get one leg in. So I knew I couldn't buy that. So what I got me a hat. This is the only BTS merch that I got, which is probably knockoff. They don't really crack down on that. BTS doesn't. Etsy, they have BTS stuff everywhere. They don't really crack down on that. They don't mind. They don't mind when you play their videos. They'll demonetize you. But I just and that's the album that they dropped and was part of this tour. Not happy. Don't like it that well. I was expecting a bunch of different type of genres like they do. The whole thing sounds the same. For some reason, they wanted to go techno, club-like music, auto-tune their voices, which they don't need to do. It's like they're trying to go modern. And so they were trying to show their identity. They're 2.0. They're adults. They're second half. And I'm like, y'all could do better. I'm not very happy. There's a couple songs that the music is so loud you can't hear their voices. Now, live, it was nice. Thank goodness some of their songs that they did were older songs. They didn't do just new songs. But this Arirang, the name of the album, which none of the songs are named at, the word encompasses a lot of different things. It's a made-up word that has been around their culture for a couple hundred years. And it just means separation, their culture, and all this. Scooter, I was listening to it again tonight when I was taking my bath. I think what happened, my personal opinion, is RM is the leader, and he's a rapper, and he's a prolific songwriter. Last count in 2022, he had 186 credits in the Korean Copyright Association, and he's on every song. And I went through all the songs, and there were other writers that helped him, but all the rappers were involved. Not really much of what they call the vocal line, which is the other four. And that's what it feels like. It feels like he really had a hand in it and really pushed, it's very rap, techno, I don't know, EDM, kind of, even the slow songs. Now, their main song that they do have actually a video for, I do kind of like. It's called, and then I watched their choreography for the new songs. They're known for their amazing choreography. Amazing. No, it was not. I feel like they rushed it. They started in January, and they were done. Right after the holidays, they went to LA. They lived together. They wrote songs. They said they wrote 100 songs and picked 14. And I'm like, I feel like there was, because I expected them to they have different, all the songs sound very similar. I feel like they rushed it, to be honest. I think they rushed it. I think RM and the rappers were very heavily involved. I mean, of course, the diehard fans, oh, it's great. I love it. It's wonderful. They're going to say that. Let's see. I'll play you just a piece of one of their songs. Let's see. Here's. Okay. Hang on. They dropped them all, but they don't have videos. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna play a couple of clips. Yeah, it sounds like they rushed and weren't quite sure what they wanted to do. Yeah, they said that they love it. They had a little live stream. They said they love it. They like their net. I'm like, I don't know. It's just not something I would expect from them. Now, and you heard that. You can hear it. So that's something I've heard from them as solo artists, the rappers. But I haven't, they do have a lot of rap in their regular songs, but they do it. It's kind of part of the song. But you heard how techno that was. So they all sound like that. Man, I'm about to blow fuse. Don't just blow money tune. Deal me to know me everywhere. Ursu. Somebody move, somebody. I need. What you need, Twan? I need your body beside me. Now this is where the vocal line is. After the rap. I need somebody to body. All of your body beside me. When they do that, they'll slow down and speed up. Somebody like you. Kind of like this. Somebody like you. Oh. That's one of them that I cannot hear their voices. And they auto-tuned a bunch of times, which they've done before, but it works with the song. They don't do it because they need it. They'll do it to kind of be like an instrument. Now here's the one that they did a video for. It's their main song. No, I want the... Oh, wait a minute. I'll have to find it. It's called Swim. And at first, it's grown on me. We could do the performance. 250. Okay, this one's shorter. This is just the performance one. Now, I do like this song. But their choreo is just boring. Swim, swim. You hear the techno, which is fine, but they did it on every song. Swim, swim. This is how it all begins. Swim, swim. I just wanna dive. Pop world, got away. And that's R.M. Let me place it. I can breathe on this pop world. Looking like a get it, hit the spot world. Black world, don't know how to act, girl. I'm in the deep. I don't mind that back, girl. You ain't even gotta know me back, girl. You know that I'm never holding back, girl. Yeah. It's so easy to make it so hard. Nights like these, I just wanna get lost. Right here with the moon and the stars. I ain't gotta think, but I think, baby, I just swim, swim. Water falling off your skin. Swim, swim. I mean, it goes. I spent a lifetime watching you swim, swim. This is how it all begins. Swim, swim. I just wanna dive. Water so deep. Take it off the ground, I ain't never getting cold feet. Yeah, you know me. Sitting on the throne, I'm ready for the whole thing. I can feel the highways coming. While you run away, you can run it. Talk on my tongue, she's stunning. You're the only place that I wanna be. Yeah, swim, swim. Water falling off your skin. Swim. Oh, I do like that song's kind of been in my head, but luckily at the concert they did some older songs too. Oh, and that's another thing. It was only an hour. All of that for an hour. I was like, their concerts are at least 2 hours long. Okay, Scooter. I'm probably gonna go soon. It's getting late. I don't know. For a comeback after being gone for 4 years, serving in the military, wanting to show you've grown up, I guess I expected a few more sophisticated songs, maybe different genres. I even thought they might come out with, they've done Spanish before, they've done Latin pop, and I thought, well, maybe they showed V on a live, personal live, where he's speaking Latin, or not Latin, Italian, and I'm like, well, maybe they're gonna do a song in Italian for the Italian fans, or something from Brazil, or and I don't know. I just expected like more diversity, and I really didn't get the diversity that I was expecting. So, I might be more because I'm older. I might expect more, and I was expecting more. Most of the fans are loving it. So, I hope their next album, because they wrote 100 songs in a month. So what they do, I had to find all this out. I don't even know how this works, especially in K-pop, but other artists do it too. They go to a writing camp, and they'll just have all these writers come, and they'll be there, and they'll give them a concept, and they're like, okay, write a song. And they just all turn in all this stuff they thought about, and they might pull from different people. So I don't know how many, and a lot of times they go to LA because they want people to help them with the English parts. And so, like, there was one song that Jimin did as a solo artist right before they went in the military. It's all English. And he wanted a certain concept that he's looking for a love in a woman, because they're not allowed to date in K-pop. It is a no-no. And they're in their early 30s now. So I think they're trying to tell everybody, look, we need to get married and have kids now. And you're just going to have to deal with it. Because, man, the fans over there, wow. They don't date because they don't want to hurt their fans' feelings. Not joking. And if there's rumors that they're dating, it's a big deal. Now, I like their company because they don't toe the same line that all the other companies do. Some rumors came up about one of them dating, and they're like, so what? Usually they profusely deny it, and the idol will profusely apologize. I'm like, they're people. So they lived together. The 7 of them lived together till 2018 for the first 5. No, he said 6 to 7 years. So they debuted. Oh, well, they're counting. So they debuted in 2013. Yeah, I know. But in K-pop in Korea, they're not. It's a scandal if they find out one of them's dating. No joke. And most of the time, you don't find out till they're ready to get married. And that's when you find out. So anyway, he went to LA and he told him his concept, and they do behind the scenes sometimes for music videos. And he was very embarrassed. And he was like, it's like somebody's reading my diary. It's very personal. And they get very personal and very open in their music. I've never had a music video make me cry. So Suga went through depression, social anxiety, and he talks about these things. Now he's known as being cold on the outside, warm on the inside. He's very cold on the outside until he gets I didn't spell that right. This music video, I'm going to show it to you. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'm just going to show you the part that made me cry. So it's a trio, about, and they all mean anyway. He's talking about earlier in the song. I'm not going to show you that part. When he was born, his mom had heart trouble, some other stuff that happened. Then he was in an accident when he was a trainee, and the car ran over his shoulder. He almost his head ran over, but he never told the company because he didn't want to be kicked out. And he didn't get that shoulder fixed till 2020. And they debuted in 2013, and he was already injured. And you could see, I mean, they dance, and he would be like, and every time they performed, they left his spot open. Whereas normally a group, say a Western artist, they would just fill in the gap. No, they left his spot open and clear every time. And if they were going to an event, they took a picture of him. I know, it was really cool. I'll find that too. But I'm just going to show you. So this one is called amygdala. So the one in the room is like his amygdala, and he's talking about memories, and he talks about the social anxiety, and then there's his real self trying to get in. And this is towards the end of the song. And I cried. It was so raw. I've never seen an artist get this raw in a video. See, inappropriate because it talks about things.
요즘 기분은 어때? 1994
Here's you talking about all the guys.
내가 태어난다 엄마 심장에 수술 별의별 일이 많았지 뭐가 이리 다 살아난지 기억조차 나는 기억도 다 꺼내보자고 하나씩 최선들의 선택 원치 않자네
I'm gonna go.
최선의 선택들이 맞아 섞일 최선들의 선택 날 주지 못하고 다시금 나는 영구치 피워내 최선들의 선택 원치 않자네 내 맘대로밖에 찾지만 않자 그래 한들 I don't know 지나오자 하나씩 그래 하나씩 마야믹 달러 어서 나를 구해줘 마야믹 달러 어서 나를 꺼내줘 마야믹 달러 이곳 없어 보내줘 어서 빨리 꺼내줘
Still gets to me. He does that, and he has other songs that they get deep, and that's why, yeah, he's definitely an introvert. That's why their fan base is so loyal, and because they're not just poppy flash, like a lot of the K-pop. Usually they hand you songs, and they sound fun and they dance. These guys are involved in all of their lyrics and all of their music. This was his solo stuff that he did. And they all have gotten very, very personal about their personal, how they feel and stuff. It's and they did a whole tour. I know I've told you before, Scooter. They did a whole tour one time called Love Yourself, Speak Yourself. And they were trying to teach people that you should love yourself no matter what. And so their whole album will say that. Every song will have something to do with that. So I'm trying to figure out what this album has to do with. I don't know. I'll have to listen to it a couple more times. I don't know. But that's why I hadn't watched it, because I'm not really into the rap. But I can listen to Sugar and not all of his stuff. Some of his, and even RM. I'm not into the hardcore rap stuff. But they've gotten me, I'm more interested in listening here and there. I probably wouldn't listen to it on, like, in the car or something. But I'll watch the video here and there. But to listen to the story and so all 3 videos have something to do. So he's 2 different characters in every video. That's 2 different parts of himself in all 3 videos. It's pretty interesting. And they have this whole fictional universe that runs through all their albums, all their media. And I don't even want to follow it because it's depressing. Jen is supposed to be that he can travel in time, and they're all messed up somehow. One of them's in a mental hospital. One of them, their dad beats them, and it's just really depressing. So every time something goes wrong and one of them dies, he tries to go back in time and fix it. Doesn't work. Butterfly effect. And that's where they are. And I'm like, when I found out about what it was about, I was like, I'm sorry, but that's depressing. I don't want to do it. I'm done. I listened to a little explanation about it, and I'm like, I'm done. Oh, sorry. Sorry, let me. Okay. But that's the biggest reason that they have such a huge fan base. They're estimating their YouTube channel has 83 million subscribers. Their online community where they go live and stuff, and it doesn't matter, you don't have to do this, because literally right after they go live, a bunch of channels will have it on their channel with the subtitles. And armies, that's what the fans are called. When they're live, they're putting in subtitles for their language. They're a volunteer. Anyway, at a point. Oh, their online paid subscriptions, $20 a year, is like, it was 15 million. It might be more now. Let's see. I have it right here. Let's see. So Hybe has they don't go on YouTube anymore. They go pretty much straight to their Weverse. Then they move it over to YouTube, or let's see. Oh, I'm not logged in. I just wanted to see what a temporary error has occurred. Never mind. Guess we're not doing that. But that's how you had to get tickets. So they were pre-order for Weverse members. And it was in partnership with Ticketmaster. It was very complicated. You had to pre-apply for 3 cities. You had to make sure you was in the waiting room and you got a number. Then when your number came up, you had to run into the seating chart and grab your tickets before they disappeared. So there's people that literally film them getting their tickets. And they're like, oh, those are gone. Oh, no. Oh, no, those are gone. Oh, no. I didn't even deal with it. I didn't get the money in time, and I'm glad I didn't even deal with it. Guess what, though? I still might be going to the concert, because I'm looking. Arlington isn't till August. I'm finding tickets. There are tickets for sale. They're not sold out. So there are people that either are reselling, and they're trying to keep them down to a certain. They're saying they're not letting them gouge, but they are. I found some tickets in Arlington. They're pretty much where we were before, the very back section, for a pretty decent price, I'll say. I checked Tokyo one time. I think I already told you. Right after, there's a seat in Tokyo for $24,000. One seat. It's up front, right at the stage. I'm like, somebody's gonna buy that crap. You watch. Some rich somebody or other is going to buy it for their kid or something. I feel like they should be in there and saying something about that. That's ridiculous. Let's see if it's still there. I don't. Oh, I probably can't. I probably can't go into Ticketmaster here. Ticketmaster. Actually, I was going through StubHub. StubHub was actually. I don't want to log in. Let's see what they got now. BTS. But anyway, I found some tickets. I'm going to check the credit cards because we didn't spend nearly as much money as we had sitting to the side. What you see is what you pay. Got it. All dates. Let's see. There's tickets in Tampa. I wanted to find Tokyo. Let's see if I can search. Let's see. Japan. And they're showing Bogota, Munich. Why going? No, that's oh, there's Japan. Oh, it's not. Maybe it's not Tokyo. Let's see. No, that's Korea. Oh, here's Tokyo. Okay, got it. See tickets. Let's see if it's still there. Any. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're only 15,000 now. That's what that one must have sold. Hang on, I'll show you. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Look at that crap. $15,000. Nosebleeds are $1,200. Oh my goodness. Let's see what Arlington's got. Arlington. Now they were saying there was 1%. Cheapest event is in Tampa. Now I've flown to Tampa and I've flown to Vegas. I will fly there if need be. They're selling because I was seeing oh no, there's holy shit. No. So I was looking at these ones for $3 something. So I actually had $1,000 a ticket set aside. That's what I used for the plane tickets. So I don't know what this. I'm not paying that. So I'm gonna see if we've got that amount, and I'm gonna go ahead and nab probably one of these tickets here before they go away. This is actually a little bit closer. And they have a 360 stage, and I know they have big screen. Now, how are they going to have screens if they have a 360 stage? I don't know. I guess they could have them up above, because that's what was cool. We got nosebleed, but you could see, I showed you before. I know, isn't that crazy? But their monitors, their screens are 2 stories tall. So you can be in nosebleed and still see great. So I'm thinking about going and nabbing those. I know it's $800, but if I wouldn't, I thought about it. Would I have canceled my trip if I could get my money back and go to this? And I was like, no. Reason being, we've gone to a couple of their concerts. You drive there, get a hotel, and you sit for a couple hours. You come home. I've already forgotten some of it. But I remembered this trip. So I'm still glad we went. It was really an experience. We didn't do anything majorly fun or any kind of big tours. We were just kind of doing old people stuff. Just walking around, eating the food. We went to this, let me show you this one mall. That was so cool. And then I'm probably going to jump off here. But we had 3 malls that were popular that we went to. This is I forget what it's called, but this is the 60,000 in this one. Can you see it? And that's, you can't even see all of it. Hold on, let me get rid of these tickets. And then the food court was amazing. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, here's the food court, I think. Yeah, I'm going to play this, some of this. I'm going to put it on the channel. This is their food court. There's
I
a
wish
full
we had a
bakery,
food
full
court even
restaurant.
remotely like this. It's amazing.
Yeah, I should shut up because I'm talking. We got lost in the food court. It just goes on and on and on.
This is the sushi on the conveyor belt.
Yeah, I wanted to go there. Tom didn't. I wanted to do the comparison. We ended up getting
What's
Italian.
that?
There's a meat counter.
No idea. There's a mall over there.
Oh, and I was bowing and Tommy Dog all the time. And this isn't even all of it. This is just the middle part. There's more around the corner.
Gosh, the
Where we
bakeries
ended
are
up.
amazing.
I want to show you the bakery. This is one of the bakeries. This is, oh my gosh. And this was like Sunday, so it was packed. Okay. I'll put the whole thing. I don't know. So I'll put the whole thing online. I wanted to go through. I did a bunch of little short 10, 15 second videos that I got to stitch together, but that I can put right on. So I'm going to put those on the channel. Probably sitting here. I'll get it done tonight. So, so we went to a mall, but the food was good. Oh my gosh. He got pizza and I was trying to be gluten-free as much as I could, trying to keep my symptoms down. So I got these meatballs, these baked meatballs. Oh my God, it was amazing. And we were going places after that, so we couldn't take, he only ate part of his pizza and we couldn't even take it home because we couldn't carry it. So that's okay. So we bought a lot of snacks. We ate some ramen when we needed meals. We did breakfast one morning at the hotel. It's in the basement. And it's so weird because it's not like what we would have. It's all spread out, but you had stir-fried vegetables, different kinds of rice. Their eggs, I wanted eggs so bad, but they were wet eggs. I can't do wet scrambled eggs. When I get scrambled eggs, I always say dry. I can't do the slimy, wet scrambled eggs. And I put that on my plate. Never did eat it. That's the only part I didn't eat. And just all kinds of different weird stuff that we wouldn't normally have. Their sausages was different, very different. But it's still good. Only thing was, it was all cold. It's sitting there on heaters. But it was cold. Oh, yeah. Yeah. To me, they're slimy. I can't do it. So that's the only thing. So then the next morning he wanted to go down there and I was like, I don't want to. We went walking trying to find this egg bread. And I think we hit too late. I don't know. That's when we ended up at the restaurant with the big spread, which we wanted to do at least once. Because when we went in the little tent, you just got your dish and that was it. And because it's more of a late night drinking type culture going on at night like that. Man, and they can go all night. Like there was a night market that said they went till 5 a.m. I wish we would have just gotten a taxi and went. So, I didn't tell you about the first night. Let me tell you that. So, the first night, so the very first video I posted, the short, Tom picked up a knife and said, she almost got one of these last night. So I had been going between Expedia and Hotels.com looking for hotels. I had mistakenly booked 2. And I purposely had 2, but one was for the shorter, when I was only going to go a couple days. I'm so glad I extended it. So I had to go in and cancel that. But I did this weeks ago. So I have this really nice hotel booked, and I go online a couple days before we left, and I find out I got another hotel on Expedia where we did the flight. I'm like, oh my God. And I can't cancel that one. It's after the date. So I had to cancel the nice one. So we went to the other one. And the thing that upset me was this. They only showed 4 pictures, right? And it was the same price as all the hotels were approximately the same prices. They were ranging between $900 and $1,200 for all the days, for the 4 nights, 5 days. So it wasn't like this one was cheaper, okay? Well, when we brought it up on the taxi service, it said guest house, not hotel. It was a guest house, okay? It was for young travelers. There was no front desk person after 10 o'clock. Your room was teeny tiny. It was a teeny tiny, that I could have made it work. Okay. I said, okay, fine. I said, thank God the guy stayed. He was there after 10. We went upstairs and I laid on the bed and I was like, there is no way I can sleep here. It wasn't there. He tried to tell me, and somebody else tried to tell me that, or maybe he said it, I don't remember. He said, well, you're going to have this everywhere you go. I go, no, you're not. I said, because even if you get a futon, futons are very different. This was a 2-inch piece of foam on a box spring. And what happens when you sit on a 2-inch piece of foam? It squishes. So now you're laying on the box spring. I said, it felt like the RV mattress that came with the camper. After sleeping on that for a night, I couldn't move. I said, Tom, I can't make this work. I can't do it. Hey, how you doing? I'm about to wrap up. I'm just talking about the first night of our trip. So we go downstairs. Thank God Koreans are very nice, because I don't think I would have got away with this anywhere else. I go downstairs and I explain that I have an implant in my back. I have my doctor's note. I said, there is no way I can sleep on that mattress. I will end up in the hospital in the morning. And I wasn't exaggerating. So he says, okay, well, I'm going to give you a refund. You have to go in Expedia and cancel the reservation. Well, it wouldn't let me cancel the reservation. Said I had to go to the hotel and do it. So I got to figure that out. So it's 11 at night. And we're trying, it's 30 something degrees after dark. It was freezing. Now we're trying to download this taxi app, trying to get a taxi. I went to the other hotel, one I had already booked before, and I booked it, but it would only give me the next night because it was so late. So it gave me so we were there Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, 4 nights. So, I'm better. I was sick before I even went on the trip. So I think I got wore out. But that's the way I get sick all the time. It hangs around. So, I said, well, we'll get over there and see what's going on with them. And so now we're trying to book a taxi. So he had to download the app on his phone because it was giving me crap on my phone. So there's none available. And the taxi, it's like an Uber app. You pay it in the app. They're all taxis. And you can use Uber, but I Googled it and it said Uber's more expensive. And they were very reasonable, to be honest. It was $39 from the airport to the hotel, and it was like a 70-minute drive. I was amazed because usually they gouge you at the airport. Now, on the way back to the airport, we had to get a minivan, which we found out the hard way. So let me tell you what happened. We're standing outside. I hadn't pulled out my gloves or anything yet. They're still packed. We're freezing our butt off so we finally get one. And to get up to this hotel, I told you it was really small. So, so you had to come in what looked like a sidewalk and come up the hill, and there was a fence. So you really couldn't even tell how to get to this hotel. So Tom had to, they parked. So we went down there. The guy shows up. Tom had booked a luxury taxi. The guy's got this really nice car. He's wearing a suit. He's wearing gloves. He looks at our luggage and he goes, no, 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 no. No room. No, 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 no. And Lee leaves. I was able to use the site. What ended up happening is I kept booking them. And so that one I had to cancel. Then I canceled another one because he said, oh, I got one. So I canceled it. And then after the third cancellation, it locked me out, said too many cancellations. I'm like, so then we got another luxury dude showed up. Now, we've only got 3 bags. These are not tiny. Matter of fact, the car is bigger than the little car that we took from the airport. So you could put our carry-ons with us and put the big ones. We have big, medium, small. That's all we had. So I'm sitting there going like this, and I got my cane. I think the guy felt sorry for us because he was like, no. And then, oh, you should. It was so fun. And everybody's so nice there. So this is just my own feel. Tom's mad at me at this point because we've been standing outside. We were inside, but then when the first taxi came, we moved everything outside and we couldn't go back inside. Well, we could have. I think we still had the code. I guess he felt sorry for us and he took us. We were farther from the venue. It was the only venue I had booked that wasn't 2 blocks away. Made me mad too. Luckily, I got one of the first ones I wanted. 2 blocks. Nice hotel. Very nice hotel. Marble lobby, all that. So we get in, and he's like, well, go ahead and go in there and do tonight. I said, it won't let me put tonight on. It's too late. So we paid directly for that night. He's, well, it's going to be this much. I'm like, it's fine. We're here. I just want to go to bed. We just want to go to bed. We've been on a 20-hour flight. We've been on an hour-and-a-half drive. We've been messing around for almost an hour trying to switch hotels. I'm like, we don't care. Just take my money, please, and give me a room. We got a 9th floor, but our view was another building. But there was a police station across the street from us, so we felt pretty safe. A big police station. We saw some little police stations. They have a lot of these little type police stations, like in neighborhoods. It's really cute. But so that was nice. So I'll be posting a bunch more videos so you can see the neighborhood. And there's a 20-minute one. That was the morning we left, where we were walking around trying to find breakfast and souvenirs. We might have already ate by then. I'm not sure. So, but I'm glad to be back. This is also why I didn't go to Austin today, even though, and so it was 50s during the day, 30s at night in Korea. We get home, it was 90 degrees. Love Korean drama. Yeah, I know. I had some Korean drama for sure. Yeah, I watch them too. I like anime, the movies. Yeah, I like them too. But they have to be dubbed for me. I can't watch what people are doing and read, although I do sometimes, but I don't like to. I probably pretty much watched almost everything. I got a few things on the list. If it's on Netflix and it's dubbed, I've probably seen it. One of my favorites, it's actually their comedy they are so good with their comedy. I mean, the timing, the physicality sometimes. One of my favorites was Attorney Woo. That one's kind of serious. She's an autistic woman who wants to be a lawyer and becomes a lawyer. That one was really good. Something Touch, where she's a vet and a meteor hit and she was touching the butt of a cow. So now when she touches people's butts or animal butts, she can see what they see in the past. So she ends up, and this cop keeps catching her trying to touch people's butts because she's trying to find something out. And he's like, pervert. He's caught. But then he finds out about her talent, her power, and they start working together. to solve a crime. It's a series. It was I like that one. That one was really good. And one of the first ones I ever watched, My Beloved Summer. That one is dubbed, and that one is good. It's comedy and kind of serious. It's both. So if you haven't watched any of those, you should watch them. They're on Netflix. So I'm gonna go. I gotta get all my stuff ready for work because I used a bunch of stuff out of my work bag for the trip. Oh, my back is killing me, y'all. From sitting. Actually, probably from laying all the last couple days, trying to feel better. I can feel myself getting quite a bit better. Yesterday, from Monday to yesterday, I could not talk. Yeah, I'll be all right because, yeah. And I have been keeping that charged. And you're right. I'm going to do that while I'm getting stuff ready. That's a good idea. I forget about it sometimes. It's not the first thing on my mind. I also have the lidocaine patches. I'm going to put one of those on. They help, but I don't know how much they really help. I think I do notice a little bit of a difference. So I have to go host. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to. I've been on here for a while. So I'll see y'all in the chats this week, and hopefully I'll be back out next week doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Then the weather's getting nicer and warm, and so I'll probably be out a lot more. So have a good week, y'all.